stranded. Take a look.
In Australia, everybody has a kangaroo in their backyard. I've grown up with magic. My dad's a very well-respected magician in Australia, so I've grown up with it. And we've been working together now for about 36 years. I heard some of my dad's friends talking one night about the water torture escape. And I, of course, piped up and said, hang on a minute, I could do anything as good as what you could do. And there was no turning back. I was the first woman in the world to perform Houdini's water torture escape. That was a good feather in my cap. I have 2 tricks that are unique. No one else in the world is doing them. This is Australia versus Vegas, and it's on.
Please say good day to Helen Coghlan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to show you a trick which is the only one of its kind in the world. This, of course, makes it unique. I'm using a glass, also a plastic tube. On each end of the tube are 2 caps, and you'll notice that these caps have a hole right in the centre. Now, the reason for these holes will become obvious in just a moment. I'll take the glass and fill it with milk. Oh, fill it right up to the top, to about there is fine. Cover the glass. But I'd like to show you or mention to you that the glass completely fills the tube and there is no gap between the glass and the tube for any sneaky little business. Place the top cap on. Now, if I took a solid copper rod and told you I could push this rod all the way through the glass of milk, you might think that was impossible. But we all know with magic that sometimes the impossible is actually possible. Take that right out the other end. Take the top cap off, take off the tube, and all I can say is cheers. Thank you. Now, because I have come all the way from Australia, I thought I'd give you 2 tricks for the price of 1. And the next trick is also one of a kind. It's actually a trick using my grandfather's old tennis racket. He doesn't use it anymore. He's dead. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to take the liberty at this point to rewrite the rules. And let's agree that if even one of these 2 tricks fools you, I still get to take home the trophy. I'll take that as a yes. Alison, can you please give me a hand with this trick?
Sure.
Would you please like to make sure it's empty? Show everybody that there's nothing in the cover. I'll show everybody the racket. You happy with that?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, with this trick, there is just a word of warning. Don't blink, or you'll miss it. Wow. Game, set, and match. Thank you.
Oh, Helen Coghlan! That's incredible! Oh, wow. It was so quick. I'm glad I didn't blink.
I'm glad it worked.
Yes. So, you've been doing magic for how long?
Oh, pretty much for all my life. My dad's a magician, Arthur Coghlan. He's a very well-respected magician in Australia. So I've grown up with magic.
And did you come up with this trick, or did you and your father?
Dad came up with that trick, so that's why it's one of a kind.
So did your dad come with you tonight?
He did. Mum and Dad and my daughter have made the trip from Australia.
Yay! Hi. So, do you think you'll fool Penn and Teller?
Yes.
Yes. I like your confidence. How come?
Well, for this, to start with, this is the only one of its kind in the world, so they wouldn't have seen that, and hopefully they won't have figured out how to do it.
All right, I think it's time to check in with the dudes.
Okay.
Guys.
All the way from Australia, Helen, with your little tricks.
Yep.
You gave us 2 tricks. Then you came out and you kind of framed the tennis racket thing kind of an elastic way that kind of said we had to do both of them. And I think I've given you maybe a little bit of an idea of how one of them might be done. One of them did not fool us. The other one we're kind of puzzling about. Yeah, there's two tricks. Well, the one trick we got one trick.
Okay.
No problem on that.
Okay.
Would you like a sketch on how the one trick is done? Because we have that one. We could get that built right today. We got one. There's no, and we'd like to tell you, we'd like to change the rules right now and say, if we figured out one of them, I think we figured out, but
No deal.
we thought maybe that the milk thing had a little gasket in the bottom, but then the wand came out dry, and that bugged us. And then we thought you had a little channel in the center of it. But we saw the overhead shot, and it was milk all the way across. And that bugged us. So let's get back to the tennis racket one.
No.
We got
Let's
you-
stick with the milk.
We got you nailed on the tennis racket thing. So we think we would like to give you half a trophy. But since this is television, and you came all the way from Australia, we were going to give it. But the tennis racket, can we tell you, brothers and sisters that fool us, the tennis racket did not fool us. That fooled us. Nicely done.
Helen Coghlan, ladies and gentlemen.
Tennis racket didn't fool us.
Penn and Teller are fooled. And we're just getting warmed up. They're taking on